Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome to another buzzing chat show here on Buzzing Pattaya. And yep, there I am. I'm on my balcony. It's a beautiful day, really nice, quite sunny. It's been like that for a while now, but we've got some good questions to answer. Thank you very much for you guys sending them in. And if there is a discussion topic you'd like me to run through and throw out to the audience for us to discuss, guys, please drop me an email, 247pattaya@gmail.com, and I will do my very best. Very quickly, very briefly, if you haven't already, guys, please have a look at Discord. It really is fantastic. There's nearly 11,000 members on there now. It's completely free of charge. There's a link in the description. Get on there, guys. Have a look. It really is worth its time to have a wander around and see in the different chat rooms and everything that we cover. So that's my, what do you call it, unashamed plug of Discord. So have a look, guys. All right, so today's questions. Soy 6. I want to talk about Soy 6. I did a video about that recently, and I want to cover some of the comments that were made. When? The question is now when, with obviously the day 5 test being kicked into touch. What's your thoughts on that? Will she do this? Yeah, we'll just talk about that when we get to that one. The Buzzin Bar. I want to discuss about the Buzzin Bar. There's been quite a few comments, some very, very positive, some negative, and I just want to go through the negative ones and just explain where we are with things, just to hopefully iron that out. And also, I want to discuss about a company that's recently joined us. I think are absolutely fantastic. In the 10 years I've lived here, I've got to be honest with you, I think they offer a fantastic service. It's called Thai Legal Protection. And trust me, I'll give you a couple of scenarios where you won't believe that you are legally, or not legally, illegally, but could legally be liable. Anyway, we'll cover that one. So, as always, what I'll do is I'll throw some overlays on top, because I appreciate my Brad Pitt lookalike. You know, it's not really good to look at. So we'll try and protect you as much as I can from staring at my ugly boat race. But anyway, so question number 1, Soy 6, the slow return. Now, first and foremost, I want to say about this, right? I got quite a few people saying, "Oh, it's just clickbait pictures," and I'm like, guys, let's be straight with each other. An example of clickbait is when you see a picture of a stunning woman and she's not even in the video. That's clickbait. That's where they're trying to get you to click on the picture because you've seen the fit bird and you think, I'll have a bit of that. You click on it and it's someone like me talking to you for hours. That's clickbait. When I put the pictures up on Soy 6, the clickbait was nothing there. It was actually the girls that we see in the video. If you watch the video, you will see that the girls in the thumbnail that you see on YouTube were exactly those girls there that were in the actual Soy at the time of me making the video. The other question that I was given was, well, it's clickbait because you're saying that, you know, Pattaya 6 is reopened and it's nothing like it used to be. Well, guys, you know, let's be honest with each other. It's not rocket science, is it? We know that. So again, you know, and if you look at the title, I said slow return, which it is. It is a very, very slow return. But the question has to be, and I want to ask you this question, is what would you do? Because right now we're in a real chicken and egg situation. The bars open, no girls, you come over here, you're not going to be happy. The bars don't open until you come over here and then the girls come down later on, not so good. Or the bars open and the girls are all here and there's no customers. It really is a bit of a Tiswas situation. Incidentally, who remembers Tiswas? What a great series that was. Sorry, diversification, check number 1. But the point being is, you know, what do you want? Do you want the bars rammed full of girls and no customers? Or do you want to come over here and there is a proportion of the bars open and they are opening more and more each and every day? You know, it's incredible. I know sometimes you probably think, oh, that's a load of bollocks, he's just saying that. But if you actually are here and you walk around this city, I can promise you, hand on heart, you will see an incredible amount of building work being carried out inside bars. You know, I made mention the other day to high rollers. Have a look at that. If you go down Soy Pothole, which I believe and perceive to be the new Soy 6, I think that's going to be a really good go-to area. You want to see the amount of bars that are being constructed or refurbished and are open. The other side of the coin is this. Remember, we've only got a percentage of the girls here. And do you know who's to blame for that? You. Maybe not you as an individual, but us as a generalization. I'll tell you why. Because when the pandemic came and it hit hard, and it did hit hard, and everywhere had to close and all the girls went back home and we were in a real shit sandwich. What happened then was, Tilak, could you help me please? Can you send me some money please? And she didn't just send that to you. I know it's probably not what you want to hear, but I know I'm going to break you up, but it wasn't just you. It was to hundreds of guys. And, you know, you guys are kind-hearted. we've all got feelings. We all think, oh, do you know what? It's only 20 quid. It's only, you know, a couple of quid, whatever. And you send it to that girl. And she sat there and gone, ding, oh, PayPal. Oh, that's mug number 1. Ding, oh, PayPal. Mug number 2. Ding, oh, PayPal. Mug number 10. And I don't mean it disrespectfully when I say mug, but let me just tell you this. The chances of you having an ongoing relationship with that said person that you're just randomly sending money to because you've met her once in a bar or whatever is fairly slim, to be honest. So what happened now was the girls are going, hey, I don't have to stand in the bar and I don't have to sit there for hour upon hour waiting for customers to turn up. I'm just going to stay home, play the violin and wait for the money to arrive. And incredibly, it arrives. So going back to the soy 6 situation, going back to the bar situation, now the girls are saying, well, hang on, do I actually want to come back and have to sit in the bar for said amount of hours? You know, don't forget, these girls work 30 days, they get 2 days off. If they're tag girls, which means they're on a contract, they do 10 days at a time. And, you know, they aren't stupid. I know many people say these girls are thick and all the rest of it. They're not. They are sharper than razor blades. They really are. And they're sitting there and they're thinking, well, hang on, I don't need to go back to work. Because what would you do? If you've got 5, 6, 10 people sending you money, and yes, that is the norm. If you've got these people sending you what you consider to be just pocket money, here you go, sweetheart, have a bit of that. Would you come back? And that's the problem that we're now facing. And of course, the other side of the coin is with the bars opening, the girls now have the power to choose where they want to work because each bar needs them. So in the past, if you go back 3 years, you know, you walk down, say, Soy 6, it was rammed. It was just overwhelming, overpowering, and many people found it quite intimidating to walk down Soy 6 and be badgered and groped and pestered by all these girls. Yes, I know I'm saying it's embarrassing and it's intimidating to be, you know, abused by all these lovely girls, but it is, you know, for some people it's quite overpowering. But then you see, the ball was in our court then because we could choose where we wanted, and the girls were desperate to find a bar that would employ them because so many bars had so many girls. Right now, that pendulum has swung in their favour, completely in their favour. I know girls here that are demanding far more than what they were getting in the past because they know that they are the ones that are wanted by the bars, so they now have the power. And of course, when you walk down Soy 6, you know, all right, let's just say someone mentioned the other day in a comment there's only 20% of the bars open. Well, that's wrong. It's probably close to 40%, maybe 50 at a push. But the point being is, each bar needs, say, 10, 15 girls. Well, that's a lot of girls needed. So, of course, it appears thin on the ground. But do you know what? It's actually not too bad. It's actually better for us. If you come out here now, you've actually got a better time because you can walk into a bar with only 5 or 6 girls. You can sit down and have a relaxed drink without being hammered for drinks by girl after girl after girl. You know, it does have its advantages. So, going back to the Soy 6 video, you know, the clickbait, absolutely not. I don't believe that at all. If I'd have put a picture of some fit-as bird, half naked on the front, then yeah, fair enough if she's not in the video. But she was in the, you know, every girl I put on there is in the video. So that's not clickbait. Secondly, people are saying Soy 6 is done, it's dusted, it's 20%, it's a waste of time, you're just trying to big it up. I'm not trying to big it up, I'm trying to give you a reality of what's actually happening right here, right now. I personally think the situation we're in right now is probably the best it's ever been in terms of you can walk around, there's still plenty of, even for you Ron Jeremys out there that need to fill yourself about 10 times an hour, trust me, there's enough out here to suffice. So, Soy 6, I think the video was a justified video. I don't think it was clickbait in any way whatsoever, but the point being is, if you keep sending the girls money, guys, trust me, they ain't going to come back, and then you're just hurting yourself in the long run. That's where we are with that one. So the next question is when? Now, I get so many people saying to me, when is a good time to come out? When is a good time to get myself out here and throw myself out there? Right now, there is not a good time, and there's also not a bad time. And I'll tell you by what I mean. If you go back pre this situation we're in, we used to have a high season. High season always used to be around about November, December, January, February, March, because that was when in Europe it was at its coldest. Well, of course, that was, you know, done and dusted. But right now, nowadays, because you haven't been able to come out here for so long, it really isn't making much difference because people are coming out here and it's just been a steady flow. And hopefully, with the relaxation in what's going on here with the testing, hopefully that will trigger you guys to come out here. You know, on Discord I get quite a lot of people saying, I can't wait, I'm coming out in a month's time, 2 months' time. There is really no right or wrong time to come out here as it stands at this moment in time. Maybe next year that will change. Maybe we will go back to having a high season. I don't know. And, you know, wouldn't that be a great thing if we could have a high season where we know things are going to be on, you know, massively busy and all the rest of it. But as I mentioned earlier about the comment about Soy 6, you know, every situation has a positive and a negative. And the positive right now is I actually think, and those guys that have been out here, you know, if you are here and you're watching this video, you know, please drop a comment. How do you feel the vibe is right now? Because I actually enjoy it. You know, I'm going to start doing some nighttime videos again now that Mo's going to go back home. And basically, I'm going to show you there is a good vibe right now. There really is. So when is a good time to come out? Whenever suits you. It really, really is as simple as that. Maybe in the near future, you know, it will get to that situation where we have high and low seasons. Hopefully that will come. If it does, fantastic. If it doesn't, and we just remain as a constant, where every single month is maybe the same with only a tiny little movement in the spike of how many people come out, well, we'll live with that, you know. But right now, I think it's a great time to come out. Obviously, the reduction of the day 5 mandatory test, that's now been binned, which is fantastic. Incidentally, the minor international hotel group are and I really mean actively hammering the government at the moment, because they've now obviously just started to bring back the staff, and they want things relaxed even more, so people start to book more hotels, and they're really, really having a go at them. So fingers crossed, if they continue to do so and they continue to give them a hard time, things might change. And, you know, this a whole mask situation. There's so many of you guys say to me, I'm not coming over there when I've got to wear a mask. I agree with you. You know, I hate the things. I really genuinely hate them. One thing to worry about, though, and this is a real concern of mine, is if you go back to the situation we're in right now, they used to wear them anyway. You know, you'd often see the guys on motorbikes, the girls and that walking around with a mask on. To them, to the Thais, it's pretty much the norm. Whereas to us, obviously, it's an infringement on us, and, you know, you're wearing this thing and you're like, oh God, I don't want to wear that. You know, it's stifling, it's suffocating, and it really is horrible. And, you know, so I get our side of the coin, but what worries me slightly, and I don't know if you agree with me, but what worries me slightly is the fact that, you know, this is the norm for them to wear a mask in many, many cases. Not everyone, of course, but in general, some of them have been wearing masks for years and they don't care. And that's a lot to do with the pollution on the road, because let's be honest, there's, I don't know what you call them tests, but you know, we used to do the MOT and they stick that thing up your exhaust pipe and check the fumes. Oh, it's out here, it's a joke, it really is. It's like, how much smoke can you get out? Well, I say it, don't I? Do you remember when the guys come up and down on the road here and they're giving it whap, whap, whap? Oh man, anyway, let's not go down that road. But okay, so the question is when. I suppose for me, I want to ask you, when are you going to come out? What's your plans? You know, you got the test before you leave, the test when you get here. Can I just say, how does that work? You've tested before you enter the airport, you're good to go, and then you get tested when you get off the airport. Oh, sorry, off the airplane. Well, how could you have caught it? No, let's not go down that road. Anyway, but when are you going to come out, guys? When are you going to come out? It'd be great to see you all out here. It'd be good to see you out here. We need you out here. There's no doubt about that. So when will you come out? What's your plans? Okay, question number 3. I have to laugh because I do get asked some really, really weird stuff. And the question was, how do I know if I bar fine a girl that she will do what I want her to do when we get back to the room? Jesus Christ. All right, so let's break this down. So let's just say, for instance, you're into, I don't know, maybe you like a bit of backdoor action, whatever. I really don't. Maybe you like them to dress up, and, or maybe you like them to put a mask on and, like, I don't know, get a red hot knitting needle and poke your nipples. I really don't know what you want to do. You know, each to their own. Listen, I don't care what you do as long as it's not my back door you're trying to penetrate or my nipple you're trying to burn. But the point being is this. 2 things. Number 1 is, let's be honest from the outset, because you have to tell the girls what floats your boat. And number 2, stop thinking about this situation as if it's a boyfriend-girlfriend scenario, because it's not. The girls are working girls. So they will have heard, maybe, depending on how weird and wonderful your imagination is, but they will have most likely heard that many times before. Certainly for a bit of backdoor action, you know, that's just not normal. Well, how do I say? It's not uncommon for someone to say, listen, can I have a go at your tea towel holder, please? You know what I mean? It's not uncommon. So the girls will be up front with you, but it's far, far better. Let me tell you now, it's far, far better that you're up front at the very outset, because what you don't want to do is buy the girls some drinks, pay the bar fine, go back to your hotel and say, sweetheart, can I have a look at your chocolate starfish, please? And she says, get out of here, you ain't having none of that. Because then you're in a situation like, what do you do? Because she ain't going to do it, you got to pay, and it's a whole world of problems. So at the end of the day, guys, you know, just be upfront. If you really are into like some weird stuff, and you know, I did a live stream not so long back, and they were sending me links. Oh my good Lord. I mean, there was things to do with washing machines. I mean, what the fuck is that about? I mean, seriously. But anyway, please don't start sending me weird and wonderful links. But basically, there was some really, I mean, we're talking like off the radar kind of stuff that people like to get into. I mean, poor old Mo, she must be really disappointed, because I'm just straight down the line. I might have a tickle of the starfish every now and then, but that's about it. But do you know what I mean? But there's some people out there with some weird and wonderful shit going down. So depending on how random it is, if you really want that kind of stuff, we do have places like King's Club where they'll do stuff like that. You can go and speak to some of the clubs where they've got some very adventurous girls. It's not unheard of. But listen, be upfront straight away, and she'll tell you. She'll just say yes or no. So, you know, buy her a drink. If you think you want a bar fine, say, look, I'm interested in bar fine. You like, you know, can I do this? Would you be okay with that? Are you okay with this kind of situation? If she says no, it is what it is, and just say to her, okay, maybe it's not for you, but have you got any friends in there that you know do that kind of thing? Because don't worry, the girls all talk. You know, we think we chat and we tell stories. Those girls, they tell each other everything. Oh, you see that customer there last week, he tried to get his fist up with starfish, it weren't happening, all that kind of stuff. You know, they'll tell each other all the stories. Don't you worry about that. But just be upfront, guys. Okay, Buzzin Bar. I've had a few people say to me, the Buzzin Bar's dead on its feet, it's empty, it's never going to work. All right, let me just clear this up once and for all, guys. Remember, the Buzzin Bar is an addition to the Escape nightclub. In other words, we didn't open the Buzzin Bar to make money as such. We opened the Buzzin Bar to give you guys an opportunity for a meeting point. We've organised things like boat trips, ATV. We've been out in the mountains on the bikes. It's been fantastic. We have a Monday and a Wednesday coffee meetup at lunchtime where you guys, you know, recently we've been having like 10, 15 guys coming here, having a coffee, meeting each other, going off and having fun, doing their own thing, meeting new friends, which is what it's all about. We have a Thursday night where we invite the girls to come in and they drink and eat for free. Again, it's not a financial thing we need to worry about. We will make our money through Escape. So the Buzzin Bar financial aspect isn't of a concern, as in fact that, you know, we've just got to cover our staff, and we're doing that hand over fist, absolutely without any doubt whatsoever. We are making our money to cover all our staff, and if we didn't have the rent and everything to pay, which kind of we don't because Escape will take care of it, but my point being is we're making a tiny bit of money. But that's not what we did this for. We did this because we wanted to give the buzzing community a point of meeting where we can do things and move on from that. The other aspect is, I want you to please be a little bit honest about it, is the terms of the fact that this nightclub, Escape nightclub, can hold over in excess of 250 people. So when you've got 40 people or 50 people in the Buzzin Bar, like we've had many times, and sometimes in the evenings we've had a lot more. I mean, the other week we did a ladies' night, I think we had about 125 people when we did the count. The bar looked half empty. So again, you know, imagine if I was to take 40 guys and I drop them into a single unit, it would be chaotic. It would be crammed, rammed, and it would just be mental. And you know, we've had this on our bar calls. We do a bar call every Friday, and we're soon to be doing a bar call on a Tuesday. We're going to call the Tuesday one Tuesday 10s, and that's going to be 10 people that we'll take to some really good smaller bars where there's just as much fun. And then on the Friday we'll do the big one. We have like 15 to 25 people where we organise transport. We take to some gents clubs, some big double, treble units, and we have fun that way. But my point being is this, you know, when you look at the Buzzin Bar, if there's 20 guys in there, it looks like a normal bar with one person. We have to scale it up, and that's the fact of the matter is, you know, like I say, you know, when you look in, all right, maybe the atmosphere struggles. I'll give you that because it is so big. We don't have that like kind of hustle and bustle environment right now. Maybe in time that will change. Maybe in time more and more people will come in and come into the bar. Fantastic. You know, we're hoping the Thursday night will grow because it's, you know, it's a good opportunity for the girls. We've just bringing in a PR girl, and her job is to go out there and to encourage girls to come in on a Thursday. As I say, they can drink cocktails for free all night, no dramas whatsoever. So You know, guys, when you look at the bar and you're saying, oh, it's empty, it's never gonna do any well, please just be a little bit more honest about the fact that yes, it's empty, but look how many people are in and how much we can hold. You know, if I could put 300 people into a buzzing bar day in, day out during the day, I mean, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? That'd be absolutely off the wall. So, you know, that's just not going to happen. And the nice thing is financially, the buzzing bar is not reliant on making money. We will do that through Escape Nightclub, and that's a given as well. So, you know, I understand what you're saying. I understand maybe how it appears, but hopefully that's kind of cleared things up a little bit and just give you an indication as to, look, this is where we are with things, and we're more than happy. And yeah, I will say, hand on heart, the atmosphere is the hardest part because it's such a big unit. You know, it's 325 square meters. It's huge. And the amount of people that have come into the bar and said, bloody hell, I had no idea it was this big. You know, our upstairs internal balcony and out to external balcony is the size of a single unit. That's how big our place is. So bear with us. We are getting there. We will make it work. And when the Escape nightclub's open, which will be about another 2 months from the time of making this video, we'll be rocking and rolling. Hopefully, you guys will be out here. All right, last one. I met a guy from a company called Thai Legal Protection, and I've got to say I was a little bit dubious about meeting him because he was saying, oh, you know, we can do this, we can do that, and to be fair, I've heard it all before, and I'm very dubious about solicitors. You know, when I've had solicitors, when I've used them in the past back in England when I'm getting divorced or for business use, you know, it's pants down time. It's like, we're going to take as much money as we can off of you, and you end up really in a whole world of trouble. However, having said that, I will put a link to this company, Thai Legal Protection. Speak to Peter, he's a really, really nice guy. They offer a fantastic service, and not a service that I think is just specific. It's a very generalistic service. So they cover things like motorbike accidents, visa problems, marriage issues, and they do a monthly payment service, which is fantastic. It really is. I won't go into the details, that's down to you guys to have a look, but it really, really is fantastic. And one of the things that I think people forget, and it's easy to overlook, and you need to be very aware of this. They offer a legal service where you've got 24/7 access to a lawyer, to a solicitor, and they cover motor accidents. Now, one of the things that you may or may not be aware of is out here, very few people have actually got insurance. And so if, for instance, and this has happened, I know 2 or 3 people where you've been involved in an accident, it's not your fault, but the Thai person that hit you and his truck didn't have any insurance. Well, there you go, boys. You know where you're going with that. Now, if you take a look at this company, as I say, there is a link in the description below. They can help you out. They can fight your battles for you. It's extremely cost effective. I would really seriously say, guys, just take a look. It will cost you 0 to have a look, but it might save you thousands in the future. Possibly, but have a look, guys. Like I say, I don't normally shout these kind of places out. It's not really my thing, but I have to say, having looked at their policy, looked at the plans that they offer, looked at the way it's all put together, the costs involved and everything, I can honestly say it really does look incredibly good value. So guys, have a look at that. You never know, you might need a lawyer or a solicitor, and you know, it's there at your disposal. So there we go, guys. That's it from me today. Thank you very much for watching. So hopefully now, you know, Soy 6, what would you do? You know, girls in your bar or wait for the customers? Where are you with that? When are you going to come out? What's your plans? When's your diary got that leaving, that go to the airport in your diary? Will she do this? Just be up front, guys, and just fingers crossed. You know, if it's the old starfish, well, good luck. What's going on in the buzzing bar? Like I say, guys, when you appreciate how big it is, you'll realise that the mountain that we have to climb, but listen, it's still a good place to meet, and we do things from there and go off and have our fun. And as I say, Thai Legal Protection, get in touch, have a look at what they've got to offer. It really is a fantastic service. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Thank you so much indeed for watching. As always, please remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Take a look at Discord. Honestly, I can't keep telling you enough times. Have a look on that. It really is an incredible, fantastic community of like-minded people just like you, totally free of charge. So get on there, guys, have a look. And if you would like to support the channel and the work that I do here, there is a link in the description below, and membership starts from as little as 89p per month. All right, thank you very much for watching, guys. That's it from me. And please, as always, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.